Hi friends, it's good to see you today. This week's story is kind of a holiday special. It's a story about Valentine's Day. In today's story, Emma wants to make Valentines for her class. What do you do for Valentine's Day? Do you have a class that you have to make Valentines for? Do you like to make them yourself, or do you just buy them at the store? Do you add things to your Valentines like candy or stickers or pencils? Or do you just give out the plain cards? Everybody has a different way of doing Valentines. Well, in today's story, you'll find out that Emma wants to make her own Valentines and she wants to add a surprise. And surprise is our one word for today. It's a word you already know, I'm sure. But there is something special about the word surprise. So let me get my whiteboard. Surprise. Let's spell it. What's that? Surprise. I am surprised to see there's an R in surprise because I don't say surprise, I say surprise. What's going on with this? The first R in the word surprise is an R we don't pronounce, and that's called R dissimilation. R dissimilation happens in words that have two R's, there's the second one, close together. Our mouths don't like to say both of the R's. We get a little bit tired. It's kind of difficult to say surprise. It's a lot of work for our mouths. So in English, people started dropping the first R sound in the word surprise, and now we just say surprise. There's another word just like this too, and it has to do with Valentine's as well. Look. February. But look, there's an R. February. February, we don't say that. We say February. This is another word that has R dissimilation. The first R has been dropped because it's a lot of work for our mouths to say February. And we're left just using the second R. So, while you don't say these, you might want to think them in your head the next time you're spelling them so that you spell the words correctly. You say surprise, but you think surprise when you spell. And you think, or you say February, but you think February when you spell the word to make sure that you don't spell it incorrectly. All right, now let's go to our story and find out what Emma's surprise is that she's putting in her Valentine's cards. Emma wants to make Valentines. Remember, I'm going to read the story first to you, and then at the end of the video, I'll give you a chance to read it yourself. You can also read it on the blog. Emma wanted to make Valentines. Mom, can I make Valentines for my co-op class? She asked. Yes, said Mom, but what are you going to use? Printer paper, Emma said, and crayons and tape. Said Mom. Please do not use too much printer paper and tape. Dad and I use them for work. When I need them and they are all gone, it makes me very unhappy. I won't, said Emma. Emma got some paper. She got some tape. She took the paper and tape to her room. She sat down to write. There are the crayons and the paper and the tape. Making the cards. The first friend she thought of was Austin. Austin liked football. She folded a piece of paper. She drew a picture of a football on the front. To Austin, she said out loud. Austin. Alston. Sten. Stan. A-W-S. She stopped. Mom, she called, will you please write the names of my friends? I need to know how to spell them. Sure, Mom called back from the kitchen. Emma got a piece of paper. She went into the kitchen. Here is a piece of paper. Can you please write all of the people in my class? And also Auntie Raina? While Mom was writing all the names, Joey rolled by. What are you doing? She asked. Making a grocery list? No, Emma said. It is a list of names for my Valentines. Oh, Joey said, we are out of chips. Maybe you should make a grocery list instead. Emma looked at Joey. She made a face. Joey, no more chips until next week, Mom said. She handed the list to Emma. Thanks, Mom, Emma said. She took it back to her room. And there's Emma with her list. Look, it looks like she has 7 names. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Instead of making them one at a time, Emma had a different idea. First, she counted the names. There were 7 people on the list, so she folded 7 pieces of paper. Next, she wrote 2 on each piece of paper. Then she wrote one person's name on each card. Finally, she wrote "From Emma" on each one. Now the hard work is over. It is time for the fun part, she said. Emma went back to Austin's card. She drew some hearts around the football. She did the same thing for each person. First, she drew their favorite thing. Then she drew hearts all around. Emma liked to draw in color. And there are the cards. You see Austin's at the top has the football. No card for Matt. Matt came to the door of her room. What are you doing? He asked. Making Valentines, Emma answered. What is on the inside of the card? He asked. Nothing yet, said Emma, but there will be a surprise. There's our word, surprise. S-U-R-P-R-I-S-E. Did you make one for me? Matt asked. No, these are for my friends, Emma said, and Auntie. I'm your friend, said Matt. No, you are my brother, said Emma. Matt gave her an unhappy look. Emma laughed. I am not making you a card, Emma said. I don't have enough paper, but you can have the surprise. Come here. Matt came inside the room. Emma reached under her bed. She pulled out a box. Close your eyes, she said. Matt closed his eyes. Put out your hand. There's Matt with his eyes closed and his hand out. I think you can guess what's inside. Now I am afraid, Matt said. Emma laughed again. She put a piece of candy in his hand. Nice, said Matt, opening his eyes. Thanks. Where did you get this? I have been saving it since Christmas, said Emma. I got a lot of candy as a Secret Santa gift. Not only is it gluten-free for me, but it is also peanut-free, so it is a perfect gift for my class. A problem. Emma took the candy over to her cards. She got the tape. Zip! Emma pulled out a long piece. Rip! She tore it off. Emma liked the sound of tape. It was her favorite part of making presents. Emma put one piece of tape across the candy. She held up the card. The candy fell off. Emma frowned. She picked it up and tried again. This time she used 2 pieces of tape. The candy still fell off. So she tried again. The next time she used 3 pieces of tape, but once again, the candy fell off. This was not good. The candy was heavy, and she was using a lot of tape. Emma tried again, one more time. She tore off 4 pieces of tape and stuck them to the ends of her fingers. They looked like long fingernails. She waved them around and giggled. Then she put the candy on the card. She took off her tape fingernails one by one and put them on the candy. Then she held up the card. The candy stayed on. Phew, Emma said. I'm glad that worked. Too much tape. Emma continued putting candy on the cards. When she got to the very last one, the tape ran out. "Mom," Emma called, "I need some more tape." Mom came down the hall. She looked in Emma's room. She did not look happy. "I don't have any more tape," she said. "That was the last roll, and I asked you not to use too much. Remember what happened with your Christmas cards?" Emma thought for a moment. Then she smiled. "I do remember." "Why are you smiling?" Mom asked. "That is not a good memory. We did not have tape to wrap the presents for the Jacobs family party. It was all on your cards." "Yes, but that reminded me of something else I had forgotten," Emma said. She ran to her closet and pulled out a box. "Look." There's Emma remembering something. And look, there's all the wasted tape on the floor, too. Mom looked inside the box. "What is this?" she asked. "It was a Christmas present for you," Emma said. Emma reached in the box and pulled out some tape. "See, I bought you 6 rolls of tape for Christmas. I felt bad about using it all, so Matt helped me order more online. But then I forgot about it. When Dad took us shopping, I bought you something else." Emma laughed. Mom smiled. "Well, thank you," she said. "That was a very good gift. I'm glad to have it now. Better late than never." Mom took the box. "I'm glad you have it too," said Emma, "but I still need some more tape for my last card." Mom laughed. She dropped a roll of tape in Emma's hand. "Here you go," she said. "You can keep this one. Happy Valentine's Day." "Thanks, Mom," Emma said. "Now I should make you a card too, but I will need another piece of printer paper." "That's okay," said Mom. "Save the paper and the tape. You can just give me a piece of candy." Then she looked at the empty roll of tape on the floor. "Actually, make that 2. Mom winked at Emma and left the room. The end. Now, I'm sure that you have never used too much tape before. Probably that's just something that happens to Emma, but it happens to her a lot. I hope you enjoyed our story today. I was glad to see you again, and I hope you'll come back next week. Now, if you want, I'm going to give you the chance to read the story yourself. I'm going to pull the story back up, rewind it to the beginning, and I'm going to click through each slide individually without talking. That will give you the chance to read the story on your own. I'm also going to pause about 1 second. So if there's an adult or someone else helping you, you can pause the video on each slide and have as much time as you need to read each one. So even though I'm going to click through quickly, you can pause it and take all the time you need to read each slide and then move to the next one. You can also find these stories on my blog. And if you don't want to miss any, you can subscribe to my email list and you'll get an email, not you probably, but your mom or your dad or your grandma or whoever is taking care of you will get an email to let you know when the next one's out. So I look forward to seeing you next week. And here we go for everyone who wants to read the story by themselves. There we go. If you've made it this far, that means you probably read this story yourself. Congratulations! Great job. I'll see you next time.